but like once it hits like episode 50, you're like, oh dang, what is this?
It gets so good.
Oh, it does. Certainly worth an investment. It's kind of weird, those shows that are like really long running and you're like, oh, when's this gonna get good? And then it does get good and you're like, oh.
You're right.
Too bad there's a lot of shows that are just like, oh, 13 episodes, 24 episodes hot. It'll never get good if it doesn't get good right away.
Oh man, yeah.
That's the worst.
It's just really disappointing when you have a show that you know could be really good and continues to just disappoint you.
Like, SAO.
Cough, cough. The comic got killed.
Yeah, you and Akame got killed, me and SAO. I mean, at least like the Akame got killed manga is slightly better.
At least it's slightly better.
But it's a guilty pleasure nonetheless.
Yeah.
For sure. Wow, Greninja, I haven't seen that in a while. So, I feel like people don't use Greninja as much, especially since he's been nerfed literally like 10 billion times.
Except he's got so many buffs. It's
really
kind of sad.
Like, are there buffs that are like different from what he was originally?
Yes. No, he's definitely changed completely in playstyle since the beginning.
Like, why though? That's so dumb.
He is an awesome character, and I think he's very underrated, but he hasn't had... I don't think there are the players out there to demonstrate just how good he is, or that many of them at least.
Yeah. I could potentially like want to try Greninja again, but I might have to change what I already know about him in order to actually...
Yes. I'm trying to think of the name of the Greninja player that showed up recently at a major tournament and got second.
Did his up air like get faster?
I don't know when his up air got faster, but it's faster than it was originally.
Oh yeah, it certainly looks faster. Like it seems like it comes out faster and lasts like slightly longer.
So Ice Studying was the Greninja player that came out recently to a tournament and did amazingly well, showing off how good Greninja can be.
His dash looks a little better too, not gonna lie. Because I know Greninja's dash, at least when I played him, was a little bit like, it left you way open, but it looked actually... Whoa! His counter's longer.
I don't know what the timing on his counter is like. I can't tell you that Greninja is basically Water Sheik with kill moves.
No, his counter is definitely longer. Like, the thing about Greninja is like only like the first like couple of frames actually considered the counter. That was like a good like, at least a decent like 1.5 seconds when that moved. You couldn't like, it wasn't like under a second that it actually worked. You had to like that to do the counter, but that, whoa.
Yes.
That actually looks really good. Ooh. It seems like his neutral B is a little bit faster too.
I don't know about that one either.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's his TV, or maybe it's the fact that I haven't seen Greninja in ages, but I don't know. I
do think Spidey seems to be using a few too many roles. I mean, obviously there is the weirdness of the fact...
Nice fair. Ooh! That's a kill move.
So there is the weirdness of the fact that Greninja disappears when he dodges.
Yeah.
Which makes things a little bit more difficult for the opponent, but I still don't think that's a reason to use ground dodges that often.
Yeah. So, as far... I mean, I know I've played Greninja, but his side B, does he actually, like, disappear out and there's frames where he can't get hit?
So, side B is definitely not as good as it used to be. For one, you can't hold it you can't hold it forever. There is a limit to how long you can hold it, and thus a limit to how far you can go with it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's kind of like, whatever, you don't really use it too often anyway, otherwise people can read it.
Yeah, it doesn't, but before I remember there was a big thing where you'd hold it and just leave it and continue fighting and like throwing out water shuriken until you got the opportunity to use it.
Oh, you can do neutral B wall? No.
Oh, no, I guess, yeah, you couldn't have done water shuriken.
Yeah.
You would just walk around and, like, throw out an aerial or two.
Oh, you can do A moves while holding side B?
Yes, but that's not really a big thing anymore because, like I said, you can't hold it very long.
Wow, somebody could have told me that was a thing. I didn't even know that. Oh, thanks, Milan.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy now. I mean, he's basically a different character from how he started out.
Yeah. Remember back when games didn't have things like DLC and patches, and it's just like, well, this is the game you got, deal with it.
Yeah.
Melee. I remember when I loved Melee. Now I don't anymore. It's kind of sad.
It's a very different game.
Oh, for sure.
In my opinion, it feels more organic. That was not a good idea at all.
Wow, yeah.
Side view would have been way safer on shield.
Ooh, a little late on the counter there. Using his throws effectively, though.
From what I've noticed, Smash 4 is much more of a... It feels much more to me like a traditional fighting game.
Oh, for sure. I feel it feels a lot less like... There's not a higher wall of learning. There's not as big of a learning curve as Melee is.
Yes.
In the competitive area, which is pretty nice, because when a game has like a high learning curve competitively, it's kind of not fun.
Yes, it does feel like they've reached more of what their original, or at least for Sakurai, what his original goal was, which was to have a fighting game that is more for everyone, that the average person could pick up
and play if they wanted to.
And play and get to know without having to put nearly as much effort into things to actually learn a very difficult fighting game.
And Melee was like, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of like that when you were like a little kid and you didn't know anything. But then again, oh, wow.
There goes Greninja.
Going up, going down. Yeah. Well, then Brawl happened, and it was kind of like, oh, wait, we went too far. We need to.
I mean,
it's not competitive enough.
I understand that Smash is supposed to be a party game, but I feel like